She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
Our forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. Pilgrim!
Hips up, hoes down, next gonna give it to you. Pilgrim, take you on a ride inside. Got Chris and Gracious chillin'. Hutch in the back while smoking on a fatty. Mr. Brian yelling, baby, dropping knowledge on the show. Pimps up, hoes down. Pimps up, hoes down in the chill zone. Pimps up, hoes down in the chill zone. Pimps up, hoes down in the chill zone.
I wish that was a real band versus the AI. Wiz, Hillbilly, Elusive, Jane. What y'all getting into, dudes? Not really doing nothing. It's raining pretty decent where I'm at, I'd say. So if you're gonna get on here, chill, see what's up with you guys. We might have a friend join us. A lot of shit. I'm going to. Might be boring, but we'll watch some other stuff too at some point. I'm going to put all these coins in here, and this is pretty heavy. Already got like I think it's like 100 and something bucks in coins. Not gonna use them yet, but might do a coin rolling stream. What's up, Shorty? You just got back from work. How was that? Is that pretty cool? Yeah, my job is closed down for the past 3 weeks, but we opened up finally. Felt good to be back at work. What up, Fish? Legendary fish stick. Well, were you not able to comment on lives at one point? You're not able to comment on lives? Why? You blacklisted? Let me see. I found out that I can stream, like show fights, as long as it's not involving it's kids, like school fights. I can't show school fights, and I can't show fights that lead to somebody dying. I do want to. Thought this might be kind of funny. Kind of show you guys.
You want to start with that?
While we wait for some of our questions, it's raining here too, Wiz.
They tell the truth, the real truth, what you seen, what you know. They got it on video. Real shit, they tell the truth, dog. Not other bullshit, just tell the truth, dog. They got it on video. Remember when Mookie went live? They know that.
Oh, it's wet.
They seen us in Slugger House. They seen us leave
Slugger House. Open these too. Yeah. I've been making bills and eating.
We're trying to be real with you, okay? I told you to take a look. You want to start? Go ahead. No, you're good.
Man. So that was gonna be a fight. Not too bad. Oh, look at this guy. Blueface is in prison? I didn't know that. Oh. Hello, sir. Hello, Starfleet Commander. All is good. Here. What you got right there? Oh, okay. That's straight up what it is. Nice. And on that, I'm here sitting on these pans. That looks good. What you been up to, dude?
Shit. Fucking last couple of days I've been lazy because I've been kind of fucking my back up, and then old man disease kicked in, and then everything hurt at the same fucking time. So the last like 2-3 days I've been lazy as fuck.
Yeah, you know, my job isn't closed down for 3 weeks. I finally went back to work on Saturday, but then I was off again. I'm off on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I should hire what up, Tuesday.
Am I 5x5? Whenever I got the fucking green screen on, my fucking my shit usually starts lagging.
You're good with me. I think chat.
Well, that's all that matters. Fuck chat. Fuck what chat sees. What? No. What up, y'all?
Hey guys. Have you tried not having lady parts? That's what Hillbilly said.
I tried, but then you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On great boring days when you're by yourself, you're like, yeah, I sure wish I had a vagina right now. You know what I mean? So it's hard to get rid of it. You can't just go cold turkey of not having a vagina. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not something you quit, huh?
Yeah, you got to work up to that kind of shit.
Man, I haven't had the chance to talk to you about I don't give a fuck about politics or no shit, but like some of this shit is kind of like I haven't like there's been like all this stuff like possible like I've heard like snippets and thumbnails, but stuff like for instance taking over Gaza or changing the Gulf's name.
I love the fucking Gulf of America. I think that is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me turn this off. I feel like I'm glitching.
Everybody says you're doing good, but do what you want to.
All right, we'll leave it on until I start going robot.
No, I think it's cool. I don't know if I can do mine. Let me see. Yeah, but I think it's I heard some shit Trump might legalize marijuana, but on a like for medical marijuana federally or something.
He said if it comes across his desk, he will sign it. He doesn't. He's not a weed guy because you know he don't do anything. But
yeah.
It's up to the fucking people. So he said if it come across his desk to declassify marijuana as a level 1, he would sign it with no problem.
Everybody would love it.
That'd be a good way to finally get some of these fucking libtards on his fucking side. Because I know it's fucked up, but there are a lot of single issue voters who are just fucking weed specific.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm a smoker, so I don't care if it's legal or not.
Every day, no matter what.
Right.
I've thought about quitting smoking, but I don't see that happening.
I thought about it, and then I rolled something, and I changed my mind. Right.
I thought about it, then you smoked, and then that's all she wrote.
No, but the Gulf of America shit, I know there's some people in this community, fucking retards, who are, they think it's stupid and childish. They're like, there's no point in that. And to that, I would say there was a good argument made on Steven Crowder this morning to where it's fucking changing it to Gulf of America just shows that it is a cultural shift, which is the war that we need to win, the cultural war. We literally just had 12 years of these fucking punk commie fucking faggots going through tearing down statues, renaming American fucking bases and all, you know what I mean? Like, we've been losing America for the last 12 fucking years. This is a sign that says the majority of the country is like, no, we want fucking America back. Hence, Gulf of America. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is America, motherfucker. You're done taking shit from us. That's how I see it, is a cultural shift and a cultural statement. Not just, oh, he's out here being childish and trolling. Like, no, shit's deeper than your narrow-minded ass fucking opinion, you fucking retarded ass Texas hillbilly sons of bitches. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Hey, Nana. Hey, G, my Nana. Yeah, and I like that the you know, kind of getting balls, like, you know, Americans used to have grit, kind of be like cowboys, like real badass kind of fucking kind of dudes and people in general, and then they kind of went away from that.
I wasn't picking on nobody in general in that. I'm just saying I've heard a lot of fucking
people from Texas
all over the country talking about fucking, and that's what gets me the most is people from Texas who are opposed to it. I've seen like 10, 15 people from Texas talking about it's the stupidest thing they ever saw. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're the stupidest thing I ever saw, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Texans, anybody who's in Texas, the family been there for a long time. They went there when it was Mexican land, and then they like kept the, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear that new Cat Williams that skit Cat Williams recently?
I seen a couple of them. I seen one where he snapped out on some dude and started chanting USA.
Yeah, he was like, well, this used to be Phoenix. He said this used to be Mexico, but now it's Phoenix. No, you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I like seeing that change in things. Like, I personally though, like, if I do the whole deporting thing, I'm a little on. I like, how come, like, for the Bay of Pigs, we armed and trained Cuban rebels to go back and overthrow their government? But I think that would be better if we were to, hey Joe, if we were to arm and train these illegals, these men, send them over there, let them overtake their governments. But then that would get, I think, into our
no, because the people that we're trying to get rid of are the same people that they're trying to get rid of. You know what I mean? They emptied out their prisons. So if we just trained them, we'd literally be creating something that's worse than the Taliban and a cartel put together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But I do believe that, like, a lot of they have done, like, a lot of the criminals. But I personally know some Venezuelan dudes that are, like, here because, like, they were lucky enough that their family is able to pay for them to get a passport. That's very hard, you know? Like, it's, you know, not everybody. And I talked to my one buddy, and he said, yeah, he knows about the Bay of Pigs. He's familiar with that history. And he's like, well, I would love that, you know?
I mean, not to put your business out on in the streets and shit, but your baby, she's Peru, right? Peru or Peru?
Yeah, but they're racist against immigrants over there. Against the people who aren't Peruvian. Like,
I mean, that was kind of
irrelevant. I got not mugged, but remember I got pickpocketed in that club by those people. They were all there, Venezuelan, the 4 or 5 people.
Their YouTube is covered with videos of showing that's what the bitches down there be doing. They'll run up on you, start kissing on you and shit. Next thing you know, your watch is missing, your fucking chains. You know what I mean?
You gotta have some kind of stoicism because, like you said, like, they'll run up on you because they think you're there. You're some, like, white boy, an American guy. They think you're a trick for some. They think you're there trying to buy and sell some fucking poontang and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the entitlement. I mean, it comes back to, I made a post a while back. Oh, my bad.
About what?
Am I glitchy?
Nah, dude, you're perfect, dude. Is Hutch doing good?
The post I made about shit. Okay. The post I made about a. Now, see, you got a delay on my end. Your voice, your mouth hole, and your words are like there's like an 8-second separation.
Let me cut my my virtual background. Keep that thought though. Here we go.
I just started smoking. I shouldn't be able to go squirrel yet, but you never know.
And we were on a good one.
Are we good? Let me say something. Let me see your mouth.
Ba with a ba, bang the bang biggie. He said the boogie. Hey, dirty. That's a little song I'm working on.
Baby, I got your money.
Don't you wear? Yeah. I'm trying to work. I'm working on trying to mix those two up. But yeah, dude. This whole rest in peace, dude. I was watching a video how Steve-O almost got beaten up because he got butt naked at ODB's funeral procession in front of ODB's mom, and Raekwon. Yeah, Raekwon went in and he said, "You better apologize to everybody. You better apologize to his mom right here."
Can we just say right now, for the record, this is for the guys, obviously. You know, for the boys, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jackass, right? You got the crew, Pontius, fucking Steve-O, you know what I mean? Bam, all them motherfucking. As of right now, I can honestly say, I am Team Bam. I still follow Bam on YouTube. I just followed him like for about a year now. I've been still following Bam Margera. Like, I'm Team Bam all day long, and I pray to God that Steve-O gets hit by a fucking bus, that little fucking twink faggot, and then Johnny Knoxville. I would like to see him get knocked the fuck out just from pure rage. And
he sold out big time. You know, he saw his chance to go Hollywood, and he sold out big time. Here's Steve-O. Well, look at this.
They come and get me out of my cell. They say, "Steve-O, let me take a picture of your back." They say, "Steve-O, you're on Robert Downey Jr. block. You got nothing to worry about, Steve-O. We got Tommy Lee in here. We got Christian Slater in here. We got Nick Nolte in here." You know who they said at the end of that fucking list? And they said, "And ODB's always in here." You're actually in his fucking cell, Steve-O. So, ladies and gentlemen, to be here and be able to say that I'm practically old dirty bastard cellmate from LA County Jail makes me want to dirty it up a little bit. So now I'm not going to do what I'm doing because Method Man said so. I'm going to do it because old dirty bastard, I think, might like that. I'm going to set a world dirty record.
Damn, I can't believe it didn't show it.
That dude is a piece of fucking shit, man. Them motherfuckers. Looking back on it, they kind of, that whole Jackass thing, that was kind of the introduction to make a lot of these modern men nowadays comfortable with just blatantly seeing dicks flash in front of them. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, there's so much gay shit in Jackass. Yes.
Yeah, it went from jokes to just gay fucking porn. And you're like, how the fuck is this pranks at this point? You know what I mean?
I'm going to jail straight up. I've never considered myself a tough guy. I love Billy. And disrespect. I apologize, dude. I mean, honestly, did not mean any disrespect. I came here because I love Billy. And I'm sorry. Yo, apologize to his mom. So, Mom, can you come here for a minute, please, Mom? Then he made me apologize to ODB's mom. I will tear this nigga the fuck up. I don't give a fuck who he is.
Do you think Steve-O was scared or what?
Oh yeah, he was scared like a motherfucker. Rightfully so. I hope, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like you said, I do. Now that you got me thinking, like it did kind of like not only promote like a kind of acceptance of gayer kind of jokes and shit, but
you know what I've noticed about the difference between the way that, like, we're what, roughly 10 years apart, so there's a generational divide there, simply because of technology. But I'm noticing that, like, the people my age and above who watch Jackass, you know what I mean? It was like, okay, it was cool, you know, like the first two, you know what I mean? But that was kind of when how you played with your friends switched. So like kids your age and younger, or I say, you know what I mean, people your age and younger, like the bro thing now is to like slap each other in the dick, and these motherfuckers are going around putting their dicks on their foreheads and shit while they're sleeping. Like in my day, that would have got you fucking, you would have died. Plain and fucking, you would have been dead. But nowadays it's like a common thing. You know what I mean?
Everything. It's infiltrated all for any place where there's be like Gen Z kind of people at and shit, or younger people. It's infiltrated.
Right? Like if I see any of that dangling, what, you know what I mean? We got some fucking issues. there's going to be some drama. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how that became like a cultural thing to where that's like the stereotype for young white boys now is they just like pulling their fucking dick out to other dudes. You know what I mean?
I believe they want us to start being the weaker, kind of looking like weak, like kind of like taking us out of the gene pool, perhaps. But eventually, I think they want to do to all men. But I think they want to go for your more like. I think that let's just say this. Let's say this. My theory is this. Let's say we were to go to another island, just like, well, not just white people, but anybody that like wants to just act right and shit. We go to this island, let everybody just have everything else. You know, they can have Europe and America and all this shit. Watch how quickly that island becomes the best fucking place to live at. All right. And then boom, all of a sudden, everything else is going to be piece of shit. This is all going to be like, and then they're going to try to go to the island. Then that's when we're going to have to invent space travel for real. We're going to have to go to another planet. But guess what's going to happen when we get to the next planet? They're gonna be like, fuck, there's jobs at that other planet. Let's go there. Let's fucking, then they're gonna be hopping fucking spaceships and be like, let's go to another galaxy. But goddamn, what's gonna happen in another galaxy? They're like, let's go to
but it's that predictive programming shit. The more you look back on all these other different things, like we were having I think I was on Shad's or Camel Carl's a while back, and we were talking about that, like Jesus Christ Superstar, when that play, the musical, came out, you know what I mean? Like that was kind of the first introduction to homosexuals being like, hey, fuck Jesus, he's our buddy. You know what I mean? And from then, you've got the de-escalation and the fall of the organized church system. You know what I mean? All this innovation and corruption. This, you know what I mean? It's the same kind of thing with the culture.
Can affect the Bible, and it does say like God has given the devil power to alter things, including the Bible, and there is scripture that supports that. I don't have it at hand.
I was gonna bring this up in a live the other day, but it just never had an opening. Well, I'm thinking about it. Has anybody ever, like, I was going through these deals the other day, a rabbit hole about all the books in the Bible that were taken out. You know what I mean? All that other shit. So I'm sitting here like, who got to decide what got to stay in and what got to stay out? And if we know that they intentionally took stuff out, how can we trust the system in itself? You know what I mean?
It's fucked. Yeah, multiple people probably took shit out of it throughout the first like 1,000 years of its existence, while it was still kind of new. And then as you started getting closer in modern times, they've had
like, could you be a modern Christian and believe that they actually took books out of the Bible, right? Like that seems like it would be a contradiction in itself, because you'd be like, oh, you question, you know what I mean? So it's then, well, if you're worshiping something from something that you know was altered, or you know what I mean? But I don't know.
But you're making a good point, dude, because a lot of mainstream preachers and like a lot of these like Baptist preachers and evangelical, Pentecostal, whatever you name it, they think that they don't like to like even question like Book of Enoch. They don't look at like any of the spiritual aspects, any of the mystic aspects of the Bible. They're too focusing on the main thing.
I get being submissive, right? Being submissive is fine, and having faith in something, but it's like if you're being, I never understood how people could be compliant with. It's disrespectful to question anything. You know what I mean? Like if that seems to be the doctrine, then that seems to be the opposite of what you would want to happen. You know what I mean?
It could be just bred into people, like, because like, you know, forever, like people were just like under, even in tribal society, it was an authoritarian kind of deal where you had to listen to somebody or risk losing your life or getting hurt for it for thousands of years. Whether it be like the father of the hut, whether it be like paterfamilias in Roman times, you know, whether it be anything, like even back in the 1800s, and they would beat their wives up and shit. And the kids used to get the shit beaten out of them even 20 or 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Hey, yeah. let me be extremely clear. I do not condone domestic violence.
You're putting a toaster in it.
every once in a while, you know what I mean? You might have to bend a wife or girlfriend over the knee and have an attitude adjustment. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I do it. I'm just saying I'm not against it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't if I saw a dude like spanking his wife, I honestly wouldn't like say nothing because like that's none of my business. Like a domestic squabble, like you'd risk losing your life. Like both of them could be like, what the fuck? You know, that could be something they like. I don't know what's going on.
In public, yeah. In public, I'll say something if I see something. I don't give a fuck. It's the same with sexuality. Bro, you keep that dumb shit in your house.
Well, if I saw two people fucking in public, I would definitely have to tell. Like that's at that point, I'd have to be like, what the fuck? I'd be like,
I'm kidding to an extent. Yeah. Just saying.
Not dude.
Yeah, oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, dude, that's all connected. Just real quick. I've heard stories of people like, you know, is trying to stop a fight between a husband and a wife, and then like the wife shoots the guy.
Right.
Kind of shit, you know. But it's still more. It is like, you know, if the woman's getting the absolute fuck beaten out of her, then like, are you like, oh man, you probably should definitely do something, you know.
Right. It's like if she can't see because she's got a black eye, no good. But if she can't sit for 3 hours, that's fine.
Yeah, can't say she's getting whipped with the belt. She's like, oh. But yeah, kind of shit. They but it's been cruel.
Yeah, I've just been fucking. I don't know. I've been questioning everything. Like I still have my faith, and my faith hasn't changed. But you know what I mean.
Why do you keep questioning?
Shit. Say what?
What's got you questioning so much?
I just like to question shit.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, my brain gets overloaded, and I got to switch from the shit that I'm doing and think. You know what I mean? That way, to take away the monotony, you got to daydream about shit, and that's just where I've been going lately.
You've been working on your project still?
Oh yeah, that's why I took a break from it. I got one that's about to be done here in about 2 days. It'll be done, and then I'll get started back on my props and shit.
I've been trying to do some lore videos, like, but I cannot get my sound situation corrected. You know.
See, y'all are making it nasty. I'm talking about discipline.
No, we're talking about.
And that why see that circles it back around to you got these entitled little hookers in fucking Venezuela who run up and kiss on unsuspecting men because they've been running around their whole lives thinking that they're fucking princesses. You know what I mean? Everybody their whole life is taught how to treat a woman, but nobody is ever taught how to treat a man. You know what I mean? So they got this fucking the little hooker privilege. Like, oh, I'm cute. Can't nobody say no to me. And they turn people into victims. You kill chivalry, these little fucking hookers ain't gonna have nobody to run up on. You know what I mean? Because ain't no dude gonna be like, no, get the fuck off me. I don't know you, bitch, kissing on me and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, pretty privilege needs to die.
You know, your average dude, if the chicks start coming up and kissing on him, he's gonna be like,
right.
Yeah.
I've been anti-simp since I started this channel. I've had big national channels make videos about me calling other men simps. You know what I mean? Simp? I don't know what this word. You know what I mean? Like, that's because you probably are one, motherfucker. Shut up.
Have you seen Cyrox?
I've never even heard of it.
I'll show you a little bit of Cyrox real quick. Let me see. Yeah, the whole simping thing is kind of like for instance, like that's just like the whole like I don't know. It's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like the simp likes like how like it feels, but a pimp likes how it pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? That's my new mantra.
Okay, I got you.
That's my new mantra.
Right. Yeah, it's all about mindset, right? Anthony, Wiz, Nana, Sherry, Jane, Joe. I didn't see who else is up in here. Hillbilly, Lucy, if you're all still in here, what's going on? You know, live chat. Just saying.
God, Cyrax is it.
So yeah, I think we've gone too far with this equality nonsense.
What up, Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Yeah, the equality shit, because like everybody, like I don't think everybody is like, I just like everybody starts off equal, but I think they advance to different levels. You never seen this guy, Hutch? Like I guarantee, like almost like anybody is superior genetically to this guy, like in every way.
That's why is he a simp? Is that what we're going here?
Yes, he's a fucking dude. This guy he's legendary, dude. He's kind of famous.
What's going on, everybody?
His buddy.
Welcome to the final.
That's all bedbug scars on him.
Show on this
yeah,
channel.
he looks like he's a hunter.
Dude, he kind of he's his head like he is kind of like that.
Are gonna be the final shows on this channel.
Look at them bedbug scabs. Tell me how the fuck this guy's famous, but he'll be giving he's a famous he's supposed to be quitting. We have his address. Everybody does.
That's creepy.
Yeah, this dude, what would you do if you was walking down an alleyway, chat, and y'all saw this guy?
Yeah, that's disturbing. Why are we looking at this funny person?
Because this there's like a whole YouTube it's a sub, it's like a whole sub like it's like a whole sub genre. It's like a whole, like, you know how we have our community, but there's other communities, like multiple communities.
Like a beta support group kind of thing?
No. He started off, so it's like an Ohio kind of like fucking like retard trailer park kind of situation going on. And he put himself, like, he started like, it starts out similar to, you know how some people we've met, they start off like, okay, we're talking to this guy, whatever he's taught. And then he starts saying more weird stuff. And it started making him more and more famous. And then finally, then he got it, like, he was trying to say, let's just say, like, he assaulted his blind friend Billy whenever that, but anyway, all this
this was a while back, wasn't it?
Yes, but Music Biz Marty, his arch nemesis, died like 2-3 days ago.
That sounds, the attacking the blind guy sounds vaguely familiar.
Yes, but he said the blind guy attacked him. Yeah, hell yeah! If you're up on here, jump up on here, Wiz. You're Wiz, not in a weird way, but Wiz like he looks. Let's say Wiz likes you.
Don't be creepy.
Like, who the fuck don't though, dude? You definitely got some good advice, man. But I'll tell you this though, it's crazy that guy though, he was able, I'm sure he's gotten some kind of like money based off of his like Blind Billy story.
Oh yeah.
Though very negative on him.
Drama gets way more attention than entertainment or education.
God,
no matter what, as much as everybody says they fucking hate it, that's the main thing everybody wants to fucking see. Like whenever we got beef and shit in our shit, you got 1,000 motherfuckers in chat. I hate this drama. I don't know why you guys keep doing it, but like you're still here the whole 2 fucking hour live talking about how you hate drama. You know what I mean? Like shut the fuck up, you unself-aware motherfuckers. That's kind of why I'm taking a break, because it's coming down. Like you see all the fucking stupid shit. Like I'm not saying I'm special, because like I am part of the stupid shit. I'm just a fucking retard with a cell phone. But it's like everybody and their mama can have a fucking podcast nowadays. You know what I mean? And it comes to you got all these stupid motherfucking people who think being sassy is cute and fun. You know what I mean? It's like, just shut the fuck up. You're annoying. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. People make me hate people. You know what I mean? The more time I spend on here, the more it reminds me why the fuck we moved all the fucking way out here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just anti-people lately.
Yeah, it's good to take a little break. I'm gonna take a little break from them for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've been on like I might have to talk to people every single day and shit, and like I was not ready to go. I'm not ready to go back tomorrow. I need to, but fuck, I'm gonna set the. I hate. It's hard to be. It's hard for me to be fake. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to like put on like a fake personality.
All right. Like I can be polite and pleasant for a while. God damn it. Stupid shit is stupid shit. You know what I mean? And that's all there fucking is anymore. No matter what you do, everything turns into some fucking high school bullshit. You know what I mean?
It's like I'll never do another argument again on here after my last little argument.
I was gonna hit you up and see about doing a live or a video or something about that, because like you went into detail, like not trying to put your shit out there. You know what I mean? You like it made you feel some kind of way. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't understand is like, yeah, like once, you know what I mean? Like it's weird to do that. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I will say it takes a special kind. I'm you know what I mean? I'm not riding my own nuts because I feel weird about it too. But yeah, it's a weird feeling to get up and fucking blatantly disrespect somebody publicly and hold the argument. You know what I mean? It feels weird, right? I don't know. It's hard to explain. I encourage everybody to do it at least once. But I understand why a lot of people don't do it, because it will fuck you up in some kind of way. You know what I mean?
You're feeling worse about that shit than they probably are about like being talked to that way. You feel worse talking.
But it's different. But it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
I really did not like that motherfucker, and it really felt good to like just say it to somebody that I did. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's all that was. All that was. Yeah, that wasn't no like nothing crazy, but I feel like now it's all good. Yeah.
But see, that's the thing with most things. With anything, it may feel weird for a minute. No homo for you fucking weirdos in the chat. You know what I mean? Do something different to get out of your comfort zone. Deal with the emotions of it, regardless of how weird it feels. You know what I mean? Adjust and live with it, and that's how you start getting comfortable with these little things. What do they call it? Immersion therapy, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like if you're scared of
to do that, if you're scared of snakes, fucking hold them.
Yeah, that's my stage fright thing. YouTube is my stage fright immersion therapy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about curing it. It's just about finding a way to deal with it. Because the way I deal with my stage, I don't look at myself. I'm looking at you. If it's just me on the panel, I'm watching chat or I'm looking off. You know what I mean? I deal with my stage fright by not looking at myself. Boom. Easy fix. You know what I mean? It's making it a lot fucking easier.
You see, and that's a good way. That's how I'd like to look at it too, because yes, I feel like if I'm looking at chat too much, I'll get lost from the conversation I'm having with somebody. And also, yeah, like I get nervous if I go on one of y'all shows and y'all be having like 50, 60, 100 people watching. We have 16 watching. Shout out to everybody. And that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with having 5 people watching. You feel me?
Share it out, y'all. Pilgrim needs them watch hours. This is the year we're gonna fucking get him monetized. He's got the subs. He's been trying for almost 3 fucking years now, and keeps missing them watch hours. Hillbilly and Pilgrim both need watch hours, y'all. Just saying. Help brother.
Stream on both, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. How much? Hillbilly, how far? What up, cruising? I'm at 1,500 now, so I need about 1,500 more.
Hillbilly is, goddamn. Hillbilly's got like 7.
We need to get like that. I figure I've been like I'm gonna do like even after all the talking live. my vibe is this to continue with like a sleep stream tonight by playing Art Bill, which is public domain. We're playing some Art Bill, old Art Bill shit until I wake. I wake up probably at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, turn it off. You know, because if I were to do like I look at it too, if I were to do 15 videos, 15 live streams, I got 100 watch hours each. That would get me to it.
Right.
You
It
know,
took you can't if you delete anything, then the watch hours you got from that video go with it. So don't delete anything while you're still trying to get your watch hours, because literally, if the video's gone, your watch hours are gone.
let me see. I'm gonna try to. Do you want to hop up on here, dude?
Hillbilly ain't got the balls to jump up on this manly fucking panel.
It's testosterone filled panel. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram. Actually, I'm gonna just send it. I have your phone. Here we go.
What's new, chat? What's going on with y'all?
Sent. I don't think I've seen Cruisin', but Cruisin' is fun anytime before. Is that somebody we all know?
I want to say I've seen the name a couple times over the last month or so, but I don't recall. Cha-cha.
What up, Cha-cha? Yeah. Well, hop on anytime you want to, dude. I told you I finally sold 2 cards on eBay the other day.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So what up, Coyote?
Rep.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the other side dream too. You know, trying to get up on them selling cards.
I'm going to squirrel in chat. Can you guys hear my dog snoring?
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yes. Get up on subscribe on Hutch, too. Yeah. We get into, usually we get into pretty crazy stuff. We've known each other for about the whole 3 years. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we've known each other for about this whole 3 years. I drove 13 hours to go hang out with him.
Oh, now he wants to stop snoring.
You got some rain over there?
He likes to sit in here and get hotboxed and pass out by the heater.
It's a rascal. That's a rascal.
Man, it seems like it's late shit. It's only 4.
Only 5. Oh, 4?
No. In the only time zone that matters, it's 4 o'clock.
Here, let me show you some of these crazy videos I've seen on Egg. Is that the same dog that you had whenever I came over?
No.
Free advertisement. You over there recording the wrong thing.
The rapper Kodak.
Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food. Take a seat next to him, brother. Hold on, I want to be part of that shit, bro.
That shit is retarded. I'm pretty sure they're done with all these protests. What do you think this is called, y'all? Oh wait, shit.
Haram.
No, it's not haram. It'd be haram if there are women involved.
A man shaking his ass like that, everything's wrong.
Yeah, that shit is fucking.
See, that right there, that's why like Backwoods is obsessed with fucking X. I can't get, you know what I mean? Like that is too much world for me.
Yeah, X is a whole nother universe.
Man, like I said, There are too many fucking retarded people, myself included, that you know what I mean? It's like, why the fuck are we doing that?
I posted a pretty horrible video on X. You'd have to go to my X to see it, to my Twitter to see it though. It's look at all this ammo they're playing with. What the hell?
Okay. You gotta cook it off. You can't leave it for the enemy.
What up? What up, dude?
What up, dude? You know I couldn't let Hutch talk all that shit about me without making an appearance.
Shit, my bad.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
All right, what were we talking about?
What up, chat? What up? I'm only gonna be out here for a few minutes while the horses eat their grain.
Man, I want a horse so fucking bad. We might be moving out to that land. You know the land I live stream on sometimes and shit with my it's my woman's land, but we might be moving out there. I want to get a horse so fucking bad.
Horses are too much fucking work, and there's no payoff. Because I mean, if you're not riding it, a horse is just a very expensive fucking dog. You know what I mean?
It's an expensive lawn ornament.
Yeah.
You ride your horses, dude?
No, not these two.
He should. We've been trying to get him to because he's a fucking little sized man anyway.
Fuck, dude. You got two of them, dude. You attached them to a cart.
Yeah, the donkey's too old, but the other horse probably could. But conflict of interest with Mrs. She's got a horse that she rides that one. But they're fucking expensive, dude. So if you know what I mean? If you ain't got like a steady source of good income,
don't mess with it, huh?
Don't do it. What up, Lady Smith? You're better off going to some farm and fucking playing with somebody else's horse. Give them $25-$30. They'll let you ride it. Usually, barns have that kind of setup where you can like rent a horse to ride.
Yeah, like I say, if I would have to have at least 100 acres worth of ranch to even consider getting a horse, but that would be my last resort because I'm going side by side over a horse any day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely like to have the knowledge. For sure.
Like I can see purpose using them, but yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna have them, they're lawn ornaments.
Because like I would like to get because since I'm getting the gator, the wife is getting a mini donkey to even out the weird pet thingy. So I'm trying to figure out a way if I could just put a little fucking till behind the donkey and just use him as a little plow donkey out there in the field and shit. You know what I mean?
See, we move out there, we'd have 4 dogs and 2 cats already. So that's already 4 animals that we have that are just like pets. It's an acre of land. What do you fellas think what do you fellas think I fucking put out there? They've had
acre land, you could easily get a couple pigs, a couple sheep, a couple goats. I mean, you could do 1 cow, but you would definitely have to supplement hay and bring in at least a bale of hay probably every month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, a big round bale.
So I'd say anything smaller than a cow, you could probably do multiple of. Pigs are pretty fucking easy. They don't really need that much.
That's what I got here, Pilgrim, is an acre.
Really? And you're able to do all that shit with that acre?
Yeah,
Nice.
and that's all. And everything that I do is in the back half of the property. So like basically from like the house to the road, like I have some firewood up there, like a pile of firewood and logs, and then I have some cut stuff over to the side. But everything that you see, the chickens, the garden, the horses, that's all on the back half of my property.
See, and I feel like that's how my woman would want it set up too, is like having like all of our like shit like kind of there, because we have a it's there's already a little cabin we want to add to, but there's also like a trailer that her mom is already living in, but we're gonna move them out of there and we're gonna refix that trailer.
Well, pigs are easy because they don't really need grazing space, and slop is pretty easy to come by. Like it's really not hard to take care of a pig. Like they're kind of low maintenance, at least from what I've seen. Unless they get out, then fuck a pig. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they don't need much.
They don't need as much.
Yeah, like just like Hutch said, they're low maintenance. They don't really need. They need some like roaming space, but 2 pigs, if you had like a 25 by 25 foot outside penned area, more than enough.
2 of them little pink feeder pigs. Get them up to about $150, $175, butcher them out.
Yep. Have a little hut that they can go in.
Yeah, two little fucking hoop house kind of deals. That's what there is around here. Is basically they just got like steel hoop house kind of things where they cut like well, a lot of people they cut like a propane tank in the quarters, and boom, it's like a little tunnel house for the pigs and shit like that kind of stuff.
Yep. I've seen some guys use like giant conduit pipe.
Yeah.
Like man-sized shit, you know what I mean? IBC totes. I've seen a lot of setups with IBC totes, the fucking plastic.
Yeah, that's what I had was IBC totes.
You're not vegetarian, right, Pilgrim?
No, hell no.
Yeah, so right off the bat, man, you're gonna want to start with chickens.
That's what I was about to say. Chickens are the only thing that this man has ever murdered.
I'd feel a little bit more bad about killing a pig, especially if I'm raising it and my son's helping me take care of it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say the thing that people don't understand, like if you're going to butcher a pig, I mean, you can shoot it straight in the face, easy. You know what I mean? One shot, drop, boom. But if you're trying to kill a pig with a knife, like the old-fashioned way, to where you slit its throat and do all that shit, you can't hesitate at all, because you're literally trying to cut a fucking football. You know what I mean? Like that shit is you're fucking scraping Kevlar when you try to cut a pig's throat. So, you know what I mean? There can't be no hesitation. Otherwise, it's going to be a screaming. You want to see panic? A motherfucker who's never killed anything freaking out that this animal is now hurt and hearing the loudest squeal, scream thing that you've ever heard in your life echoing everywhere around you. It's chaotic trying to kill a pig with a fucking knife. You know what I mean?
How do they typically butcher a pig? Do they shoot it or do they cut its throat?
Oh, it's 22. But you know what I mean, old school. Like you cut the throat, the jugular, boom, boom.
You got to bleed it out and eat it regardless, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's more effective 22, boom, straight to the face. But not everybody has access to a 22 at that. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
I think the biggest thing, because I've had people ask me like, oh, don't you feel bad when you kill the chickens? Really, that's the only thing I've killed here is chickens and turkeys. But and I wanted to get sheep, but she didn't want sheep because of that connection. If you in the beginning you make that separation of that this is providing whatever it is, a food source, you make that separation that this is a resource and not a pet, not something that you grow feelings for.
Yeah.
Then it's a little bit easier, I think, for somebody that's never done that.
I tried to explain this to somebody the other day. I was like, there is a fucking difference. You can't assign human emotions and feelings onto any animal, even your dog. Okay, wow, dogs imitate feelings and have personality. Okay, that's not human emotion. So, you know what I mean? You definitely can't apply that to a prey animal. The same thing like a catfish. You can skin a catfish alive. It's going to be breathing the whole fucking time because they don't have the neurons and the pain receptors like other things do. The same thing with a lot of these prey animals. If you grab a pig by its back legs and pick it up, it's going to scream the exact same amount as if you take a knife and stab that pig in the throat. There is no distinction between the screams. The pain level and the pain tolerance is different. We just think it's so dramatic because it's new to us, but this is the natural instinct. You pick a pig up, it's going to scream the exact same way. You know what I mean? So it's you can't assign human logic and emotion and feelings to an animal, and that's what people need to start separating. When you start killing something, you know what I mean? A lot of these things don't feel pain like you think they do. You know what I mean? Nuance, of course, but you know what I mean? That's kind of what they were designed to do. Do you think a wolf tearing apart a pig is any more barbaric than slitting its throat? You know what I mean? It's some things are meant to be cut, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Well, true, but with that said, like I wouldn't be able to put my dog in a cone and slice its throat and let it flop around in the cone until it was done.
Well, that's because culturally, dog's not food to us. I'm talking about separation of food.
Yeah, there's some places they
would
would
use dog as an example. You know what I mean?
That separation of feeling, I guess, is what I was reflecting on. Like there's no feeling to me when I have to eliminate a livestock animal or a deer or a predator, anything like that. There's zero. Like a deer and a chicken, like I'll thank a deer when I take a deer's life. I'll put my hand on it. Thank you for your life. That for me, right?
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, chicken's better off being killed by like a regular person than it is in one of those factories where they're just say that's where the chicken lived its whole life in, and then it goes in there and gets like shred it up, you know.
And I'll say as the what do you call it, a caveat, right? If you have ever raised meat bird chickens, you 100% understand why we raise them, to kill them, to eat them, because they are fucking stupid.
Yes, turkey retarded.
Okay, period. The end. Right? Like they're such little, and especially the meat bird chickens, they're so aggressive when it comes to food and water that they get twice a day. Fucking without doubt, they're so aggressive with it that sometimes you get a little tenderization with the booty boot. You know what I mean? Right. Sending them across the pen.
See, an animal that has evolved to be cut. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, what distinguishes us from the animals is our manners and our culture and all that other shit." And I disagree with that completely, because you see all kinds of animals that have, you know, manners and established societies. Like I think it's the being grateful. Like we are the only species on the planet that can appreciate taking a life to let us continue ours. I think that's really the only distinction between us and animals.
So if evolution existed, then wouldn't by this point dogs evolve into having emotional feelings?
No, because they don't. You figure on the whole, I mean, it might turn out that way. We can get into that, talking dogs in the future. That'd be fucking cool.
Yo, if we had a Brian in real life, are you kidding me?
Or even if a dog could speak as much as a parrot could speak, that'd be fucking dope.
Oh, that would be wild. And if it mimicked what you said, dude, because some of those, them fucking parrots, bro, them things are fucking. The way that they can mimic a human voice is mind-boggling to me.
The topics of this live stream brought to you by Pot. Enjoy.
Have you smoked yours today?
Yeah, I think chickens and rabbits would probably be your best bet to start off with. Don't take a whole bunch of space. You know what I mean? You've already shown that you can manhandle a chicken.
That was fucking trying to catch like the chicken I killed at your house. Wasn't it like a beta chicken or some shit?
Son of a bitch.
Smith, all y'all, what up? Fuck.
Wasn't there a video of a parrot that mimicked the Pornhub fucking jingle jangle thing? Because his owner was watching it all the time.
Oh my god. I gotta see that.
And I think it was making noises too, of like adult noises.
There's what? Parakeets, ravens, or not parakeets, but the cockatoos, right? Some cockatoos can fucking say some words. That's fucking ridiculous. Birds are dinosaurs, though. Stand next to it. I need a size comparison.
The top of her back is my belt line. She won't stand still. Oh.
Yeah, cockatoos are dicks. My stepmom had my grandma had one, my aunt had one, and my stepmom had one. All of them. Fucking annoying as shit.
The top of her back is a couple inches under my belt.
Convenient.
Peanut butter.
Something wrong with you people.
Why do you think you got that muzzle on?
Yeah, birds are fucking. That's creepy.
It's hard to find the pornography addicted parrot.
Yeah, that's the main thing I don't like about any bird is they are just fucking nasty. They can't control where they shit. It comes out where it comes out. No matter what it is, any bird, it's fucking disgusting after a while.
And let's not forget to mention they literally have the ability to bite your face off.
They are dinosaurs.
I have a buddy. Well, he's not really my buddy, but he works with birds. I need to ask him more about all that shit. You know, like the Super Bowl? I know we're kind of getting into a little bit more retarded shit with that. But yeah.
I didn't watch a single bit of it.
I thought the Chiefs would have won.
Apparently, the Chiefs got everybody. They're saying that everybody got that fucking sickness that's been going around.
Mm-hmm.
So they I haven't watched and I haven't checked, but I heard Mahomes like barely even played or didn't play at all, like shit like that. I was like, fuck him in that ball.
Yeah, it was definitely like it was sucking. I won some money on this bracket though, like because I predicted like it was the playoffs. I was predicting which teams would win in and which team were going to do. Nobody else thought that the Eagles and the Chiefs were going to go for some reason. But it would have been a good idea to bet some money on the Eagles at first last night before the game started. You could have got some money because the odds changed whenever the Eagles started winning. But at the beginning, that was the favorite for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Would you eat horse meat if you had no choice?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I don't think it'd be high on my list. I know they do it down in Mexico and shit like that. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it just to see.
They eat the cow's heart, everything, eyes.
Let's just say a lot of that stuff, as long as you cut it up right and cook it right, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In some of them cultures, they make like cow head soup. And they boil the cow's head. Get all that collagen and all that good shit out of there.
So it makes I couldn't see eating it as a stew, but using it as a broth and shit. You know what I mean? I could see the purpose for a lot of that shit.
What, Count Trumpula?
Man, some of the best venison stew I ever made, and I only did this like 2 times, but I literally made like my own bone broth from the deer bones, and then made venison stew or deer stew. Man, that was so fucking good.
Sorry, I'm still here. I had to turn on my other phone. I turned my other camera on because I had to go outside to smoke. I want to still keep talking to you.
Horses in the U.S. Well, that's nonsense.
Smoking them damn cigarettes. What are you gonna do in the apocalypse when you can't smoke no more cigarettes?
Grow some. Hit me up over here at Bartertown, and I will sell him a shoebox full of tobacco. Can you guys hear the dog snoring now?
No. Oh yeah. What is he doing? Growling?
Snoring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a snore. Do
Do you guys hear me?
Yes, you are 5 by 5.
All right, cool. Do you see me?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
chill. Okay.
You're a vertical black square. Rectangle.
Yeah, dude. I doubt it. I don't know. At this point, like, I don't want to stop. I don't want to be like, well, I think we'll be fine. Let's give up on being. But I don't think we need to live in fear as much as we have been. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing changed from everything that we were, you know what I mean? That's why I say 2025 is the year of receipts, because there's no excuse after the last 4 years. We see how quick shit, well, actually, after the last 12 years, we see how shit literally changed in a matter of days. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're not doing shit to improve your shit now, you're fucking retarded. Because this shit ain't over. These people ain't going away. There's an entire generation that's still fucking riding these people's nuts. You know what I mean? And here in about 10, 15 years, when this retarded generation is old enough, they're going to be the ones in politics. You know what I mean? There's going to be more AOC and all this other shit. Like, this is just a brief intermission. This communism shit will rise again because there's no punishment for being a communist. So communism will show up again.
What if you walk away from one life and one setup to completely start another life and setup? What is that category does that fall under?
Doing the damn thing. That, sir, would be called receipts.
I got a fucking. I'm probably gonna share it with you later, but I got a confirmation receipt today that fucking blew my fucking mind.
Good shit.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it's good shit, but it blew my mind to where it's that what we have been discussing is confirmed, needs to be followed through on.
Yeah, like I said, I think the level of extremism in America is going to start getting higher and higher. As far as I think we're going to see some booms here on American soil, because that seems to be the new trend. Everything comes with a trend. It was school shootings for a while. Now that these, you know what I mean? It's for as fucked up as it sounds, for somebody who's doing that shit, it's kind of like, oh, school shooting, that's already been done. Everybody and their mama's done that. There's no more recognition in that. You know what I mean? And we've already seen how many people last year got arrested with booms. You know what I mean? So it's eventually one of those is going to go off. and people are going to see that as the new trend. And, in my opinion,
I can see that because on the criminal aspect mindset of it, there's more juice for the squeeze when you do something like that.
yeah. Because, I mean, like I said, for as fucked up as it sounds, most of these people do this shit for the recognition of it. So, the first Columbine kids, there will never be another Columbine. You know what I mean? Everything after that was chasing Columbine. So, who's going to be the next Columbine?
Copycat.
Yeah, but with something bigger. You know what I mean? Like, it's everything comes in trends and waves. Shit gets played out really easy, and it has to escalate.
Well, I mean, I think I'm not sure if we really want to go down this path on this stream, but
let's go down this path, sir.
We've seen the facts out there on some of these latest school shootings, and they've all had a couple of things in common. They all had the gender identity confusion shit going on, and they were all on medication prescribed by gender-influenced doctors, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? They all had that in common, but the media doesn't share that out to us. Why is that? They didn't, right? Because it was under fucking FJB.
Right.
But now under Trump, like, let's see if that narrative like changes. You know what I mean?
There's always going to be indoctrination. There's always going to be pockets. Like I said, there's parents out there now. For homeschooling has went up to like 26% or some shit like that. It's in the 20s now of people who are like, fuck it, we're just going to homeschool kids. Like I said, the people that we see in chat and we talk to and learn homesteading and prepping shit from, they're not all people like us. You know what I mean? There are these indoctrinated fucks who are, you know, my toddler told me that she wants to be a boy when she was 1.5. That, like, these people are still homeschooling also. You know what I mean? So the indoctrination and all that is still there. Ain't nothing fucking going away. That's what I say. The only way to beat communism is to completely squash the life out of it. 100%. No breath left in you. You know what I mean? Beat the fuck out of it. That's the only way to get rid of it. Otherwise, it will come back in 10 or 15 years. Because communism plays the long game. They jumped in right now to steal your generation of kids. You know, this generation of kids. They got 3 generations easy of brainwashed kids who will die thinking that CNN is 1,000% fact. Like I said, 15, 20 years, these exact same people are going to be pulling AOCs and this, you know what I mean, Ilhan Omar type shits. They're going to be running for city council thinking they're smart. Then you got fucking 40-year-old fucking communists that can't read or write literally as senators and potentially governors. You know, it's going to happen eventually. That's, I mean, all that shit's still coming. Trump is just a break from the inevitable. You know what I mean?
The other side is 100% brainwashed. Like, just today, I got told that that this person is concerned because I get my news and my information from mostly YouTube and not credible sources. And I'm like, what do you mean credible sources like CNN? You know what I mean? See, what is your the people that I get my information from have put in the work to find out if this stuff was credible or not credible. Like, that's the news. That's the credible news source. Like, there's links in these videos. Like, you can go and do the information yourself. Can you do that with what CNN told you or what ABC News this morning told you? No, because it's all bullshit. We've seen this proven time and time again that the narrative and the propaganda from these 6 family-owned news stations across the country is all scripted bullshit. They're fucking brainwashed, man. They are fucking out of
Well,
their wit.
Who was it? Mark Twain that said it's easier to trick somebody than it is to convince them that they've been tricked.
Yeah. Yep. Facts.
Count Trumpula? I don't know. There are hicks, there are rednecks, and then there are hillbillies. It's a hierarchy. I would consider Pilgrim a hick. I would consider you're muted. I would consider hillbilly a hillbilly. I would be a hillbilly. There's a couple hicks in the chat.
Am I muted still?
No, you're good.
No, I think I'm more of a hillbilly. Like I like to smoke weed. I'm not a racist. You know, I like guns.
You live in an apartment building. If you live in an apartment building, by default, you cannot be a hillbilly.
I have access to house. I go to a place. Yeah.
Well, what's the distinctional difference between hick and redneck?
A hick is somebody who lives in a small town but doesn't partake in small town activities. You know, back road driving, beer drinking, shooting stop signs, shit like that. You know, cousin fucking. You know, the standard.
Yeah.
And redneck is that, but they live out on the outskirts of town.
See, a redneck is a distinction. A redneck can be, you can live in town or you can live outside of town, but you're, you know what I mean? You kind of play in both. It's I only go out and play in the woods to get drunk and shoot shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the redneck.
There's some credibility to that. I'll second that. Damn, it's damn near dark. Well, it's 5:45 here on the East Coast, and I can actually still see. What?
Hickfoot Hillsbilly.
Hickfoot of Hillsbilly.
Oh God.
And I will say, there is a fine line of acceptance because to meet the hillbilly standard, there kind of has to be at least a noticeable amount. You know what I mean?
To me, like a redneck, I don't want to insult any rednecks, but to me, like a redneck is like, I don't know, like. To me, a redneck is just a subculture like I don't appreciate. You know what I mean? Like I like the country lifestyle. I like hillbilly shit, but like
I don't like it.
To me is unsophisticated in the same way like a gangbanger would be. Like why the Cowboys
right.
I see rednecks as pleasure hillbillies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, see, I'm like a little bit of sophisticated hillbilly. You know what I mean? Like I embrace the lifestyle. But like I very much enjoy my showers every day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I very much enjoy making my fucking coffee in a coffee pot.
Look at this pampered little princess over here changing. Right.
Oh, there's a change coming. I can tell you that I will be going from 1,200 square feet to not so much. Changes are coming.
Right. Joe Dirt would be a redneck.
Well, that's like a ne'er-do-well, really. That's a traveler.
I don't know.
Redneck.
Rednecks are the stereotype of the country world. I mean, it is. There's some exceptions, but rednecks are the stereotype of the country culture. I'm just saying, it is what it is.
Yes. Yes.
More than likely, it's going to be a redneck that sets himself on fire at a bonfire. That's redneck shit. You know what I mean? That's redneck is going to put their jet ski in your fucking above ground pool and fucking drive it through your house. Like that's redneck shit. You know what I mean? It's
like the Wild One for Whites of West Virginia. Have y'all seen that movie?
Huh.
I'm gonna have to send it to you because it's on YouTube for now. But that
Joe Dirt borders on trailer trash though.
See, that's what I'm getting
to. Redneck. Yeah. Trailer parks are straight redneck shit.
So you think trailer trash and redneck go together, or are they two separate species?
Oh no, it is a cross. You know what I mean, it's a mutual.
See, I think they're cousins, but I don't think they're two in the same. They're cousins.
But you can have city rednecks. So if you got a trailer park in the city, those are automatically rednecks because they can't be hicks. You know what I mean? Because it's not a small town. So they automatically have to be rednecks. That just falls in line. You know what I mean? It's a subcategory, but it's still a category.
Like this guy. This is me in the future. I was trying to find the one, the dude, like he's got like his straw hat on and shit, and he's got his blunderbuss going around. That's what I.
Yeah. Bring back Yosemite Sam.
Kind of shit. Like that's what I would imagine. Does somebody like you got to be gruff with them? You can't show any signs of like chillness. You got to seem like just high speed individuals, and you got to kind of try to be that way too.
And see, it shows how inclusive we are because Elusive is a borderline yuppie, and we accept him. You know what I mean? We us hillbillies are an inclusive people.
Yeah, but he's got a little different mindset than a yuppie.
What's a yuppie?
Like a Starbucks drinking, shorts wearing.
Elusive would be the kind of live in a cul-de-sac with like a 2-car garage, like what's those fucking
Hyundai
W type? You know what I mean? That's Elusive all day long.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, no, a lot of nicotine. Shit.
I've been doing these on pouches. I smoked a little bit of a cigarette a few days ago at work, but it made me feel like shit. So I've gone for about like 2 months without smoking. I still hit this vape, but I'm off of the cigarette. I'm off the hard tobacco. Now I'm on the soft tobacco.
There you go. It's a step in the right direction.
I want to get off the vape soon, and then just go to the pouches, and then get off of those eventually.
Yeah, fuck them vapes.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little kind of shitty, but I do not feel like as shitty. I smoked cigarettes for like 12 or 13 years, dude, and I quit, and I feel like way better. You feel me? I don't know. I feel not waking up like shit, not feeling like shit all the time. I can walk up and down stairs and hills better now. But I remember I stole a pack of cigarettes.
Did you say in heels?
In hills.
Did you say walk upstairs in heels?
Oh no, I should have worded my sentence better. No, I can walk upstairs. I can go up hills.
Oh.
Yeah.
How else do you think you got those calves, bro?
You want to see my psoriasis? You want to see some skin condition shit? For real?
Ew.
Wait, see it? That's pretty gross, all right? Y'all got any cures, chat?
Piss on it.
Piss on it? I've tried that.
Sure that's not staph infection, bro?
No.
I retract my statement. Elusive is technically, he would be a redneck, yes, because that's all he wears is basketball shorts. So I retract
my style is like just like athletic wear, like sweatpants and shit. Yeah, no.
Is Count Trumpulo that far behind?
Where you at? Yeah, yes, oh my god. Yeah, he is about 20 minutes back in the past right now. He's time traveling right now.
When you catch up, Count, welcome to the future.
Yeah. What up, Dark Chirper?
Yep, pour some Everclear on
it. Is he new to the crowd? Because I only seen him for the first time the other day, I think, in my chat.
Who, Dark?
Count Trumpula.
Well, that's because you don't come around and hang around anybody else's chats and shit. But no, he's been around for years.
Years? Come on, don't give me that.
Real shit. Chat, yes or no? Has Trumpula been around for years or no? He was under a different name a couple of months ago.
Oh, really?
A month or two ago. He was under,
I feel like I've only known him for a couple months.
it was Yorga, right? Count Yorga? Yes. Some shit like that.
No, I didn't see him till he was in my chat the other day.
Well, that's, I mean, if you want to be part of the community, sir, you should probably go socialize with the other community members. Just saying.
Here, aren't I?
Let me holler at my friends on Twitch. What up, W Deal? Or I mean on Kick. What up, W Deal? I can't display both, so we got two chats. This chat and then my Kick chat, which is not as active as this one.
Elusive, everything I just said to Pilgrim, I say to you, sir.
Now, do we know Dark Tripper?
I've seen it a couple times.
There's all kinds of new people. Thank you, guys.
See, that's you got to pay attention to the chat. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the chat. I mean, it's extremely hard to do with as much pots as some of us smoke, but hey.
Yeah, we've pretty much fused with the
can't forget the chat, man.
With the Mary Jane. That's why I had considered like taking, I want to do a sober month of some sort, you know, just to kind of, but this shit's a medicine, you feel me? This right here, if I'm not smoking, I'm definitely, I know I could not, if I wanted to, I could just stop smoking, but I'm
Bro,
really,
I'd be less offended if you said something about my mama. Talk about being sober. What is wrong with you?
I know, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's just weed, but it's like the little period, like, I don't know, man, because like I'm just like I'm always losing shit.
Ohio.
What about Ohio? Going through hell. I've heard about the tannin bed. Some of my guests at work have told me to use the red light tannin bed for my ailment. That shit was all over my body before. That shit was on my noggin, my scalp, right in my eyes, between my fingers and toes.
And get one of those pills that they're advertising all over TV about that fucking psoriasis shit. That's got people dancing in the street and shit.
I would be like, you got one of those fucking that medicine that makes people dance and do musicals,
right?
Wasn't it one of the Cindy Lauper is like their spokesperson?
Yeah.
Hope you get better.
Psoriatics, is that the name of that shit?
Yeah, it's a lot of weird commercials with creepy angles on kids. I don't know. Those commercials creeped me the fuck out when they first came out. I was like, why is everybody in here like 12 in a fucking swimsuit? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I used to take some medicine, mood stabilizer shit when I was younger.
Would you like to see my face?
Made me lactate and all kinds of shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It was some kind of, it was like a Risperdal, something like that. But then I got taken off of it. I used to be on Adderall. What else they used to have me on? They used to have me on everything. I used to be a very misbehaved boy, though.
For as fucked up as it is, there have been a lot of studies that show like the kids that needed like the Adderall and the Ritalin or the shit like that, a cup of coffee pretty much did the exact same fucking thing.
That's what I mean. That's pretty much the same chemical compounds as meth. You know, but it's for children. It's like Flintstones vitamins, but instead it's some speed.
Oh, Dark Tripper, this community is legion, sir.
Caffeine and nicotine, man, they're good stimulants for the brain.
Equals protein. I'm trying to find a good psoriasis infection for you guys.
Why are you trying to show us nasty shit? What's wrong with you?
Trying to get a little.
So aliens, where are we at with the aliens? Have they landed yet? Has there been enough Senate hearings for some fucking aliens or what?
Bro, didn't you hear that now that Elon is in the alignment of government, that now they are going to be able to officially open the portal to allow the aliens to interact with humans on a civil level to all coexist with happiness and procreation.
Say that one more time.
Yo, I couldn't make that shit up again if I tried, but it sounded pretty not bad, right? Clip that, whatever that was.
Yeah, we had an hour and 30 minutes, 44 seconds. God damn.
They discovered a new 40 light years ago.
This should look real. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the ocean. They said, wait, here we go. Here's Earth.
Are you still 100% flat Earth? Is that your stance?
I'm flat realm. I'm a realmist, brother. I wouldn't say flat Earth no more. I'm beyond that shit now. I'm like at the I believe we're in a realm and there's multiple realms in existence.
So like the planet is set up like Skyrim, and we've got blockades between each realm.
Yes. You look the fog. Look. I think that's a good way to describe it.
You probably should stop smoking for like a month.
No, dude, I truly this definitely this does not this. Come on now, man. I have to go up there to see myself.
You don't believe in space at all?
No.
How high up do you think the bubble goes?
Maybe I think up to the atmosphere. I'd say up to maybe up to 40 to 50,000 feet up high.
Right.
See, but I think it'd be more like what?
Go ahead.
I'm high.
I'm starting to believe more that there's other places like Earth in the system where there's life like us or more advanced than us. Like whole other planets just like us, full of life, covered all over the fucking place.
I believe every universe has an Earth somewhere, and there are as of right now, infinite universes. So,
like we can't. How can we really prove that there's not? But it seems like the information that I've seen anyway is leaning more in the direction of life other places than Earth.
I agree that there is life beyond Earth, but I don't think it's in space. I agree that it would be in beyond in another universe. Yeah. There's a way we could find out. We could fucking eat an ounce of mushrooms, take 10 hits of acid, and fucking smoke some DMT all at the same time while we're peaking.
I like to imagine that a black hole is actually one of those fucking Stargate things.
The Stargate, that is I believe that there could be a way. There could be a way to travel similar to a Stargate, a black hole, wormhole situation, but it's between each. Imagine the Earth is it's like a bunch of ponds, a bunch of big bodies of water, and in the middle you got all this land. That's your Earth. That's your planet. But then you got infinite pools, infinite lakes side by side each other going. You know,
But
black holes, wormholes.
what's stopping you from jumping from realm to realm?
Because there's something that keeps you tied down to your realm. If you try to, you're gonna think that you're like, okay, I'm crossing here, all right, but then boom, you just end up on where you It's like you go to this. Okay, you're traveling here, boom, and then you're all of a sudden, oh shit, you know, back, you know, but it makes you. This shit is very, you know. You know, it's like it's almost, then you could say it's not just a realm, because I'm starting to believe into the realm. I've been kind of like going into this zone of like it could be both realm and simulation as well. So with it being a simulation, with the realms setups, all this being a simulation, you would get to the edge of the map, but it would start you on the other edge of the map. And
But you've been in a plane to go to South America. You didn't notice anything up there?
Not in my opinion, no. And I was in a plane besides that before too, but I didn't see anything until I looked. To me, it looked. I mean, and I was also reading into this, like you can add a fixture, the dome fixture theory to it as well, and that could be showing the reflections from the light, making it seem as if it was curved. I want to believe that space is real and that we have some more aliens out there and all this other shit though. But for something like in my gut,
How is it easier to believe that there's mystical realms than it is to believe that there's just massive space?
In a solar system? You don't think there's a solar system either?
No.
No,
I don't.
So like what do you think? What do you think stars are?
No, this I don't. Let me.
Oh, we're into it now, sir. We're into it now.
Let me state for the record that this is not. You know, this is something I lean towards heavily within my personal philosophy and my thought. But I'm open to the idea of it also being mainstream or any other kind of. And y'all shit ain't mainstream either, you know. But it's still, you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this: is that the stars, sun, moon, things of that nature. No, that goes to you see that right there? Perfect example. All right. So inside of that would be the realm, the planet, all that, like the lands and all that shit, the ocean. But on the outside would be the lights, the fixtures, mechanically set up. Because we're in a simulation. We're in a simulated realm.
Do you believe in the moon? And if so,
the fixtures. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So, like, you believe in the moon, but you believe it's like a space, like not really. You know what I mean? Man-made.
I believe it's like the top on a screw. It's like the top on a screw that happens to have a light attached to it. So, like I was showing you the light. You know, you got to put that. You screw it in right here, and you know, and that's what I believe it is. It's like a cap. And it alternates between the sun and moon. I have seen in the sun and the moon both out at the same time.
So it's inside the bubble, if you will.
No, I believe that they could be outside of the bubble mechanically like a clock, but like still, it's all attached to the bubble situation though. Still.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
I mean, we have seen talks of China with their fake moon. Stuff, you know.
Yeah, in the next 10 years, we're going to start seeing the production of that thing, or the assembly of it. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Something I think is super trippy is sometimes, right? Like we all know that at least I thought I knew that the sun and the moon follow each other, right? In a circle. So the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So the moon rises in the east and sets in the west, right? Is that correct?
I've smoked way too many to give you that.
Sure. I'm not sure.
That's what I thought. Is it went in a circular pattern? Well,
Yeah,
there's
so-
times where I see the moon coming up on the west side.
The moon has its own orbit, though.
So it changes.
Yeah, the moon change. Like it's like the way I based my driveway, or the way I based my garden. When we got here, we had the driveway. In the summertime, the sun lines up perfectly with the driveway. Boom, dead shot, 100% right above the driveway. This time of year, it's above the road. Not, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So it's farther over that way, and it's the same with the moon. Sometimes it'd be over here, sometimes it'd be over here. It's a different rotational pattern.
Well, the sun, I understand. I understand the sun angle to be different. Some of them.
All right. Well,
say again.
Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going.
I understand the sun angle changing from summer to winter because of the solstice. Like that part I get, but I guess I didn't know that the moon had its own like orbit. That's.
So my question would be, okay, if that is like a screw hole, how would it be movable like that? And then what's on the outside of that screw hole? You know what I mean? So technically your theory is, even for what it sounds like, you would still be pro space, because outside of the realms, there would have to be some kind of universal type structure to access all of these realms.
That's the aether. That's the energy that connects all living beings. That's like the God energy, maybe perhaps. That
right there, technicality, the universe is made up of dark matter, the God particle. So you're saying, you know what I mean? You're saying the same thing, just with a different fucking
interpretation of it.
Pretty much. Space is real. You just think it's real in this fashion, not this fashion. But it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing you would see as Earth. So your whole argument is basically the fact that you believe there's something other than Earth, because if everything is in a little contained jar with the universe, the ether surrounding it, it would be the exact same concept, because the Earth got the ozone, which is its little shell. You know what I mean? If there's life on Mars or life on another planet, it would have its own little shell of some sort, which in theory would be the exact same thing you're saying. You just want to put it on a small scale instead of accepting that it's an actual, you know what I mean, immense forever scale. Does that make sense? So like your exact same theory is exactly Earth and space and the solar system as it is. You're just trying to compress it into a, you know what I mean, earthly measurement.
And that is a very like earthly thing, like you're saying, to try to compress it down to a biome. But that doesn't, the cosmic level of it, that's even more hard to try to wrap your mind around. I feel like for me to try to like, versus trying to like the mechanics of how the biome works, but like
But see, that's right. It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right though. No, it could be what you're saying sounds like science. What I'm saying sounds like magical shit. But they're both kind of the same thing though.
Yeah, they're the exact same thing. The only difference is the scale in which you can access them. So from your perspective, you're a godlike giant who has access to look down at any of these things from the perspective of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, any of these other things, it's the universe and the solar system and God himself being able to look down over the exact same thing. The concept is exactly the same. It's just the scale that's different, which makes it mystical. You know what I mean?
Damn, y'all are deep in this shit right now.
Did any of that make any sense at all?
Whew. It might in a couple days.
Let me show you this shit.
Because I am out in the atmosphere right now. Man.
Me too. I've been smoking on this like 95% THC fucking.
You got cards and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really didn't smoke all day, and then I've been fucking power smoking since I got off the clock.
Thing that got the Christians to hate me the most when I first started the YouTube thing is, like, you know, believe what you believe. I believe in the same God that y'all believe in, just, you know, different practice. But I still have the question, what came before? You know what I mean? What created God himself? You know what I mean? It's like I am not happy with it just was. You know, like, okay, like how do things just is? You know, like that's what doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm a firm believer of the step process. So like I believe in space and all that other shit, but I like that you compare yourself to an ant or an insect. There are literally hundreds of millions of different types of microscopic insects on this planet right now. You know what I mean? Like with all the billions of different types of life on this rock, how can we not say that there's not something else out there? And if you look at it on the scale, stand us next to an elephant, you know what I mean? Stand a ladybug next to us, stand a germ next to a ladybug. You know what I mean? It's why would it end just there? You know what I mean? How can something just boom all of a sudden appear and then there's nothing? You know what I mean? There's got to be something else. Everything's got a hierarchy to it. We may not be emotionally ready to understand and to know these things, but there's got to be something more than what we call the final end all right now. You know what I mean? Everything has stages. There's no just a beginning from nowhere and then there's nothing before that. You know what I mean? I want the backstory of history. See, I can't accept that. That's my flat earth. I just can't accept that there was no before. You know what I mean? My brain will not compute that.
Like calling nothing, that's still labeling it as something. The idea of nothingness is truly like, it's not even like what a blind person experiences and shit, you know? It's not like nothingness is like, that's why I kind of like, that's why I do believe in some form of continuation of your soul. You feel me? Because I don't like, how could like the complete obliteration of your existence and you as a person stopping to exist once you die? That's something I don't believe in.
See, I believe in the cycle. You know what I mean? You die, you become part of the earth, you become food for the animals who sustain plants, and you know what I mean, and keep the cycle going. But everything had to start from somewhere. If the entire universe is dark matter in a vacuum, you know what I mean? Like, what created the dark matter? What created the vacuum? You know what I mean? Like all that kind of shit.
Yeah, yo, Pilgrim. See if you can pull up the scene from Breaking Bad when Walter White and his other lady partner friend were going over what the human body is made up of.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen it. I've been needing to watch that show. Everybody tells me.
Oh, you haven't seen it? So there's a scene in the show where they're compiling what the human body is made up of, all the minerals, calcium, zinc, blah, 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 everything that the body's made up of. And they came shy of 100%, and they couldn't figure out what it was. And there was hints that small percentage, whatever it was, 0.2%, 0.002, whatever it was, a small percentage was essentially the soul of a human being. Like, I wonder how much trueness there is to that.
Well, that's that movie, and he's talking about the humans. It's the name of it is How Much They Say a Human Soul Weighs.
Hydrogen. What is that?
But it's like that little like half ounce that's missing.
You might
That show is so freaking awesome. I've watched the series like 3 or 4 times.
Really, a lot of my friends have watched it like that.
It's so dope. It's like addicting. It's very well written. It's it's fucking good, man. It's addicting, especially you little smoky smoke, and you sit there on a rainy day, and you're just fucking hooked.
That's how I've been with The Wire. So you're saying I'm gonna get on that Breaking Bad will be good too? Okay.
I haven't watched either one of those.
I haven't watched The Wire.
Dude, The Wire will make you want to start selling like fucking cocaine and heroin and shit. That's what made me get that big dope.
That was Breaking Bad, Nana.
Yeah.
I know it was. I haven't seen the Sopranos either.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't watch. Like, I love The Casino. I love Goodfellas. Once Upon a Time in New York, stuff like that. But I do not like. I couldn't watch like 4 or 5 seasons of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched The Sopranos while I eat dinner lately. I've watched that a few times.
String theory is always a fun rabbit hole.
What up, Muff? What up, Muff and Top?
Miller's Crossing. I've seen the previews for Weeds, but I've never actually watched it.
Yeah, I ain't watched it.
Walking Dead was one that I would binge, but not for a long fucking time. Vikings was my shit. Sons of Anarchy, we'd binge watch that. South Park, I'd binge watch some South Park, everyone. But like, there's not a whole lot of shows that I would actually like. Boom, let's watch all these bitches.
Yeah, Coyote got the greatest. He knows the greatest show of all time. I fucking love it, dude. I'll show you how much I love my show, dude. I got my
What is that?
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
never watched it either.
No,
dude, it's dope. I'm trying to read the books now, but I'm reading a lot of different shit. But this is the Sigil House Stark.
Can we take hold on? What the fuck is your emoji?
His shit.
Weird.
Man, that's like some old.
Yeah, I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Justified. I couldn't. I like Timothy Oliphant, but I don't like him with that. You know what I mean? Some things you see a person and you're like, that's not you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It just, his accent and shit annoyed me in that, so I couldn't get into it.
I like twisted shit, like dark kind of fucked up shit. Like, have y'all seen True Detective?
Yeah,
I've heard of it. Yeah, that's one I wouldn't mind being watching.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Fuck yeah, that was a great. That was.
They change people every season, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yes. Yeah, the first season is the best. The first season is it has Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey. Like they're not really connected, but the second season is all right. The third and fourth season,
there was a season with Vince Vaughn, wasn't there?
Yeah, that one has a really great mass shooting scene in it that I
Woody Harrelson. Anything with Woody Harrelson, I will watch. That's my dude.
Yeah, did you watch the one that he did with Kevin Costner about Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah, I do believe so.
What was the name of it?
Shit.
No, not Lawless.
Lawless was the big guy.
The Prohibition. Yeah, that was a good fucking movie. That's one of my favorites.
It was one. Any movie that Hillbilly references, add at least 15 years to it because he is very sheltered.
The Highwayman is what it was called, Hillbilly.
Yeah, the Highwayman. Yep. Yeah, that was good.
I'm going to go. Yellowstone pisses me off. I'm going to tell you why. In everything that we literally bitch and complain about and it's the motherfucker that we absolutely hate. Like the whole setup of Yellowstone is that he's basically a giant Democrat, corrupt fucking ranch owner who bullies his neighbors and the market and everybody else. It's like this is the exact person that we're like, fuck this dude. You know what I mean? But yet we love the show so much. Like, oh my god, these people are no, like these are the bitches that we fucking hate in real life. Like, why? You know what I mean? It annoys the shit out of me every time I see it. I'm like, man, fuck Kevin Costner, his little whore ass daughter. Drown that bitch in the tub. You know what I mean? That Beth Button. That's
oh shit, boy. Fuck. I'd let her do things to me. Woo.
You think it's a play on a suburban?
They did the characters pretty well. I'll give them that.
Oh, it's a catchy story. You know what I mean? It's full of the drama and the music that's unnecessary for a lot of shit nowadays. You know what I mean? But it's at the end of the day, that's all it is another fucking wealthy ranch owner bullying his way into politics and in the market and making more money and shit. You know what I mean? Killing people at will. You know, like shit like that. I mean, it's like this is the family that we glorify. Like, fuck yeah, the Duttons are the shit. Like, they're out here murdering folks over cows. What the fuck?
But they try to have the monopoly on the whole system, to being the game commissioner. What was the son was the fucking the DA or something like that. You know what I mean? Each family member was in a different fucking line of work to keep them on the top.
Right. I get that, Ohio. I mean, okay, that's cool, but he's still buying off politicians and fucking having people murdered. You know what I mean? It's. You know what I mean? Has anyone seen? I don't want to watch Borderlands. I really don't.
I think every small town should have a train station, though.
Train station?
Yeah, train station.
For what? For taking for like transporting shit and people?
Oh, you never watched the show, dog?
Oh, you're talking about Hell on Wheels?
Oh, Hell on Wheels was the shit. I binge watched the fuck out of that.
I ain't seen it.
No. In Yellowstone, they had this place called the train station, and it was like a place between the two counties that didn't have any law, any population, or nothing. It was like an embankment that went down into a canyon, and that's where they would dump all their problems, their bodies.
Oh, okay. Nice smell you're stepping in.
Ohio, I get that, but under that exact same logic, do you support the Biden family because that's what he was doing, just protecting his family legacy? You know what I mean?
He has a train station.
Yeah, the train station was like, take him to the train station, and then they murder him in the woods.
Dude, there's this movie. It came out a couple years ago. It's called The Devil All the Time or some shit. It's not about the devil or no shit. It's about like West Virginia, like back in the day, fucked up shit. Y'all need to watch this movie.
What's the name of it?
It's called it's on Netflix. It's called the I think it's called The Devil All the Time. But it's not like about the devil or no shit. It's not like a horror movie. It's like a series. It's like a drama shit. It's crazy.
Yo, is that your dog snoring?
Yes.
Jack Glenn. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
That's us.
Whoa.
Stream.
Whoa, man.
That's the Realmscape.
Oh shit! Now you're gonna start fucking with us. Oh, there's a delay too. That's fucking wild. Holy shit!
Realmscape.
There's an intro idea.
So you come back and clip that. That is a good little idea.
If you could figure out how to put the camera into the end of a cordless drill, so you had a straight rotation.
It'd probably be easier to do with the phone. Then you could just mount the phone mount to the drill.
Yeah.
Hold that bitch steady.
It's really on some Twilight Zone kind of shit.
Oh shit! I got 7% battery left. Yeah. Shit.
I just checked mine. I'm at 12. I got to go work out, so I'll be bouncing off here in a minute.
Yeah, I'll probably transition this to like a. I'm gonna be restreaming. I'll probably pop in and out, but I'm gonna be doing other shit. But I'm gonna transition this. Like y'all fuck with Art Bell. Y'all know the legend Art Bell. Coast to Coast. I'm gonna be playing a lot of his shit. Be restreaming some old Art Bell. Well into the night. Hutch, are you there, dude? What are you doing, dude? Are you sitting there? What? There's the thumbnail.
Oh, he's froze.
You froze, brother. He said his phone died.
Liar. He said 7%.
The 7 can go quickly.
It does. It's crazy.
Yeah, actually.
I was at 12. Now I'm at 8.
See, that's happened to my phone too, dude. It's time for us to all upgrade our phones. We probably had these phones since we've all met each other.
I'm on Wi-Fi. No, I just got this one last year, man, right before the meetup. So I guess it's just over a year old. Oh no, I got it in June. So it's not even a year old. But I'm rough on phones, man. I keep them in my pocket all the time. I do fucking tree work and fucking homesteading and shit, you know?
It's not safe for a phone.
No. Not unless you got one of those fucking bulletproof, like, Otter boxes or something.
Yeah. I feel bad spending that much money on fucking phone shit, too, though. You know what I mean?
I know. They're like everything else. They're disposable. Really. You know what I mean? $100 maybe every 6 months or something like that. But, all right, kid. I'm going to bounce out of here, man.
All right, brother.
Good to see you, man. Good to hang out, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Peace out, chat. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, chat. I'm going to end this stream because this is like a chill zone, kind of chilling. I'm gonna open another stream up here soon. I'm gonna be opening up cards, so we're not gonna be pontificating seriousness of life and the universe. You know, we're not gonna be getting as crazy, or it's not gonna be as serious as it was with the guys. So I'm gonna kind of separate this one. I'm gonna end this, and we're just going on a straight up chill, just straight chilling stream next. That was fun, always cool. Got a Hutch Titan, always cool talking to him. So yeah. It's cool to talk to Hillbilly. We fucking have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Guys, hit me up on this next stream. But yeah, if it's not your forte, fucking with the cards, listening to Art Bell, stuff of that nature, I totally understand. But either way, come on over on this next stream. I'm gonna do. We'll have fun. Peace.